Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Lisa's Coloring Corner. I found these metallic sparkle, I think they're called sparkle, no, shiny metallic markers on Amazon. And I thought, let's try these out. There's many of us who especially once we get done coloring a picture, we like to kind of bling it out with either some glitter or some, white Posca or Sakura, whatever. And some like to put down some shiny metallic. So I thought, let's try this and see what it's like. They have all different kinds of colors in here. I have not looked at them. There are 18 colors in here. It says environmental friendly, non-toxic, colorful, water-based, never fades, low odor. Okay, this is the back of the case. So here's the colors that are in it. It says gold, black, and there are color names and numbers on these. Orange, silver, white, coffee, red, deep purple, treasure blue, rose red, purple, pink, yellow, grass green, green, red gold, blue green, and blue. And the reason why I wanted to try these out is because the tip is 0.7 millimeters. And I have not seen a metallic type of marker pen that is quite that fine of a tip. If you put it, they say 0.7 and then 2.0. The 2.0 is if you place the marker on its side, from what I understand. So let's open this up and see what they look like. Oh boy, I think they're each individually wrapped. That's not good. Because, I mean, in a way that's nice, so that you know they're not getting dried out in storage. But if that's the case, I am going to go off camera and open all these. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Because otherwise we'll be here forever and a year. So yeah, I'm going to pause the video and, I guess it won't take that long to rip these all off. Well, no, I'm going to pause it. I'll be right back. Okay, I got them all opened. Once you get them pulled down on the top, they come off very, very easy. And then I just threw them all back away in here. But be careful, because these little plastic pieces that, come off, they have a tendency to love you and they don't want to let go. So yeah, especially in the drier climates right here. Yeah, they just want to stick to you. So I was a little disappointed about one thing, because even though they give you a number and a color name here, there is nothing. And I was going to be surprised if it did, but there is nothing on the barrel whatsoever in regard to a color name or number. So you just have to go by the color of the caps. So I put these in what I thought was the same order as what was up here. It was a little difficult to distinguish between, okay, what's gold and what's the red gold, but I believe I have them in the correct order. I did go ahead and I primed and pumped every single one except for this blue, just in case there is anybody out there. Oh no, sorry, the blue-green, the last one. In case there's anyone out there that has never had paint pens, Posca pens, whatever, and has never had to prime one of these, I'm going to show you how to do it, just in case. Most of us have a number of sets of these, but in case you've never done them, and you're new to coloring, I thought I would go over it. So let's go across this first row first. And let's see the colors. So let's zoom you in, way in. Okay, so now this one is supposed to be gold. I'm not going to bother with the color number. Okay, so this is a really pretty gold. put it over here. Then we have orange. And these are extremely fine tipped. Can you see that? Whoa, I'm way up close and personal, ain't I? It's kind of fuzzy, isn't it? Sorry. But the tip itself, yeah, very, very fine tipped. So if you're looking for a very fine tip metallic marker, this is for you. So here is orange. So as you can see, you know, they do draw, they color very finely. But yet if you want to fill in, it's, you know, relatively easy to do. So I do like that. Then the next one in the across this row was coffee. Breakfast of champions, right? Here is coffee, and I thought this was going to be a darker color, and maybe I have some of these wrong. I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out as we go through them all, but again, I went by the cap colors. To me, this is quite dark for an orange. It doesn't look quite as dark in the camera. Like this on camera looks really yellow, and it's not that yellow in person. It is a pretty gold. But let's see, this next one is red. Okay. The caps do go on nice and tight, which I like. It's a pretty red. I do like that. Again, it's a little bit deeper of a red in person. Then we have a rose red, which I took it to mean this pink versus this light pink. So I assumed this was the rose red, which is extremely dark. Very dark, dark pink. It's kind of like a real dark purpley pink. Speaking of which, we have purple. Which is very pretty. Gorgeous color. And they do, you know, some of them match. Like this one matches the cap really nice. But the majority of them are not real close at all. Like if you look at this cap and then you look at that, no. But that's par for the course for metallic markers. Nothing new. Here we have a grass green. So yeah, seeing as how they gave them a name and a color number on here, I sure wish they would have had something on the actual barrel of the pen. And I think these greens are so pretty. So a nice bright green, and then we have regular green. So I think these two greens together would be really pretty. I mean, there's nothing saying you can't just straight out color with these. You know, with all these pretty colors. And then finally in this row we have blue, which is a pretty sky blue. I love that color. Okay, let's go up over here and let's do the other row. So coming down over here we have black. Your typical black metallic. That does not look real black, does it? It's not super black. It's almost like a real dark gray. That's kind of disappointing. But this is the only one that I could see that had the darkest cap. So there was nothing else that even closely resembled black. So I had to take it that this was what was supposed to be black. To me, it's a very dark gray. So the next one is silver, or it could be a dark silver, I should say, maybe. But we have a silver, which is very pretty. So the gold and the silver, well, all of these actually, with Christmas coming up, I thought, ooh, these could be really pretty to do some pretty sparklies or enhancements to our Christmas pictures. So then we have white, which of course you're not going to see here, but it is there. Let's just go on a dark one here so you can see it. Now let's pump it a little more. There. So yeah, you can see it's there. So it's a nice fine line white. Then we have deep purple. Which is a really pretty dark purple. Then we have treasure blue. Don't you like that name? But it's a very pretty darker blue. Darker than the other blue, I should say. And then we have pink. Which is a deep pink. And yellow. Which almost comes out similar to the gold, but just a tad actually darker maybe than the gold, which you wouldn't think it would be. But in real life, they're almost identical. They're pretty much identical. Then we have a red gold. Which is supposed to be, I would assume, a copper. So I figured that was this one. And then finally, we have blue-green. And to me, this looked gorgeous. Looks like a beautiful teal, kind of turquoisey color. So this is the one that I was going to prime or pump, get it going on camera. Now, on both the box over here and on the pen itself, it shows you how to prime it. So first you shake it. I'm going to do that off camera because otherwise I'll drive you crazy. So you just shake it up and down for a while. Now the next thing they say to do, which I typically don't do when I prime my paint pens, I don't know about you guys, is they show you to take the cap off and then push up and down on the tip this way. And I found I didn't do this at first on them because I thought, well, that's kind of silly. Number one, it comes to a very fine point. So yeah, it really digs into your thumb. And then I went this way. This is how you actually prime. You just keep pushing it up and down until the paint starts coming out. And once you see it starting to come out to the tip, you should probably stop. And you'll see it kind of continuing on down to the very tip. You can pump it again to get it actually coming, but just be aware that it's probably going to pool out or puddle on your piece of paper. So just be, prepared for that. Sometimes I get a little impatient and I just pump it again, and yeah, you get a little puddle. But if you're a little more patient, which I have no patience, but yeah, you can wait until it comes to the tip. So here, oh, that is a gorgeous color. Woohoo! That is pretty. And yeah, nice fine tip. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I can see using this during some of the holiday pictures that'll be coming up. So let's zoom back out. Let's look at these colors. Like I said, they're probably kind of hard to see what they look like in real life because we are under the lights. I'm doing this at night, but you can see the shine on some of them depending on how the light is reflecting off of it. But they're all very nice and shiny. Some of them look a little more shiny than, well, no, I guess it's all dependent on how the light is hitting it. I noticed this treasure blue might not be quite as shiny. Now again, it's just how the light's hitting it. The silver is extremely shiny. The two that are really standing out to me when I do this, well, actually three. Silver, gold, and this grass green for some reason is just, I don't know. I am loving this blue green. Ooh. Couldn't you see the blue greens and purples together, or the greens? I don't know. I like greens and purples. But even with the blue, oh, they are pretty. Like I said, I think like the orange is quite dark. I wish it was a little bit of a lighter orange. But yeah, I think they're very pretty. And then you do have a nice fine-tipped white also. So that's kind of nice. I really like this set. It was very reasonable. Oh, I wish I would have looked up to see how much these were. I will link them down below in the description. And in the description, I'll put what price point they are at right now. I don't really like doing that because, as we all know, prices change on Amazon constantly. But I want to say they were maybe just a hair over. Oh gosh, I hate to say it. Was it just a little around 10 bucks? I'm not sure. Boy, I better not even say that because I really can't remember. So, the brand on these, if I probably never even said that, did I? Is Guangna. I mean, we all heard of the Guangna colored pencils, right? Well, these are the Guangna paint markers. So, yeah, GN S530. So I'm assuming this is Guangna S530. So if you want to look them up on your own and not go through the link provided down below, this is what they are called. So yeah, I thought they are very, very pretty. And yeah, I'm looking forward to using these as either coloring completely with them, or I think more for just adding enhancements to, like when you color with marker, pretty much. Not so sure over pencil, especially Prismacolor with that wax base. I don't think you'd want to take one of these and go over the top of Prismacolor because they are so waxy, but I could see doing these over markers. Yes, I'm not sure about over gel pen though. I'm not sure how that would work either. Probably not real well because of the hard fine tip, because the tips on these are quite hard. You know, they're not like a felt tip. They're almost like a plastic feel, you know. So I think the majority of the times these would probably be used over marker, but who knows. Anyhow, that is my review for these. Again, I will link them down below in the description. I hope everybody enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please hit that like button and subscribe if you are new to my channel. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. And as always, happy coloring. Bye, guys.